What did you just say?
I said your dream stinks.
He said it again. Come here.
What's up, y'all? This is Jake with Team Snuggly Duckling, and we have Tavern Talk episode 16 going on right now as we speak. And we're going to talking about a couple of topics today. Probably most of these topics you've heard of, worlds, just news, Ravensburger news, giveaways, PPG, CCS, stuff all, everyone's probably heard of, but we're going to go, a little bit deeper and talk about our thoughts and what we think about everything that's going on in the whole Lorcana community. But we're going to start off by just saying congratulations to DKP for being, the first Lorcana World Champion. That's very, very impressive. Someone who set those goals way early on. I saw his post on X, and he fulfilled all of it. Like he's got a really good mindset. I'll just say that, and he's a really good player. So
thank God for Australia.
Yeah, he did a singing worlds. He beat Ed, the unbeatable, is what everyone called Ed, but it happened. So. What are y'all's thoughts on that championship match? Do any of y'all have any misplays or anything that you think that could have turned these games around or anything like that? Jordan, maybe
I thought it was hype. I didn't see any misplays. I mean, you had the two of the best 4 players in the world, and in the finals now they're the 2 best players in the world. So I think it was like the most hype you could get for any 2 people in that tournament to play in the finals. It was fun to watch. It's a little sad that we didn't have a special Mo in there, but it is what it is.
Mo did amazing. He really did.
He got top 8. That's crazy. Going from 0-2 in the draft. Jimmy said that. I was like, holy crap! And then he made the comeback.
And he had to win out. And he win out.
Maui Sisu. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch. The draft was actually, or the seal part was actually better to watch than I thought it would be. The actual watching of the constructed games were kind of weird because they weren't the greatest gameplay because of the people making the decks that just auto win on the play.
Yeah.
That's why I was so hyped when Mo won on the draw with red blue. That was hype. But it was fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Commentary, did you listen to the commentators? Anybody that stuck out you think that did really well or anything like that?
I listened to the Moy and Spessy commentary.
Me too. Moy and Spessy. I mean, they were killing it. I know Ravensburger probably don't want to hear us say that because they were just doing their own thing, but they were killing it.
I don't care what they have to say. I don't care what Ravensburger wants. I don't care anything that they care about. They don't deserve.
We're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead.
Yeah, we could jump. We about to be some hurdlers up in here.
No. Well, so Robbie, did you enjoy watching Worlds, like the gameplay and everything?
Sealed was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Cause look, like Jimmy had made some solid points, like a couple of weeks before, like I want to say maybe like 2 weeks. He played in the Seal event for Magic, and like the cards he pulled, it was going to be like impossible for him to lose, and then he doesn't lose. So like that's all obviously a possibility. But then you look at some of the decks these dudes like won with, and it's not like the cards were like super powerful. It was like you got to see some interesting plays. Like I never thought I'd get like. Zan played Frank in the first match, right? And Frank wins first round. But in the second round, just because Frank played out a third card, because he had a card on field, he played evasive, the Mufasa. And then he plays Shang, the General Shang.
Yep.
And if he doesn't play General Shang, even if Zan plays the crown thing, I can't remember what it is, the one where you exert them all type of thing. But because Zan had one extra character on the field to challenge, Zan was able to go to 20.
Yeah.
If that card's not on the field, Zan doesn't go to 20.
Yeah.
Like, because he can't challenge that extra character. Yeah. Because he only had one evasive, and he had one evasive. So he had to have 2 non-evasive characters on the field. So it caused them to win. But, like, it was nice to see a card that is it's a good card. Like, it's not terrible. It's not great it's not great in regular constructed, but like to finally see play in a aspect like that, I wouldn't mind seeing this like that style every time.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind if they come back with that every Worlds, because it tested everyone's knowledge. Like, even Frank said, like, in his head, he was like, "Oh, I knew he had that card in his deck."
Because
but like,
each other's deck list.
he was like, "I literally just forgot though." Like, he's like, "I
forgot
to
about
that
Cobra.
point."
He
He's
remembered
like,
the story,
he
but
says,
forgot about
I knew he had that, but I counted it out because he's like, I'm pretty sure he has that crown in his hand. He has that card, that action in his hand that exerts everything. He's like, and I totally just spaced that he had Cobra.
Yeah.
And like, I thought that was cool. Like, it was just interesting. It was a different take on what you see high competitive play at, and I liked it. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
I think the only thing Ravensburger themselves got right this weekend was Baker, Lorcana villain. Like, that's the only thing they got right this weekend. He was phenomenal. I love listening to his podcast already. Anything he does on YouTube. Him showing up with the Radigan themed cape was awesome. Like, a lot of people didn't catch it at first, didn't realize it was because of Radigan. Like, it was Radigan's cape.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Like, that was cool. It was just a good. I like JDZ. JD was good. JDZ was good. I liked him kicking those guys off the stream so we could watch that last game. That was good. Like that, walking in there. I thought we were gonna see an Uncrustable being eaten whole, but we didn't get to see that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. It was. Like I said, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Jimmy, you got anything to say about Worlds? You know, any?
Yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job. Like, for compared to what they had done, you know, a solid B. They definitely could have. There's definitely room for improvement for sure. Yeah, again, like the Super Sealed was actually a lot more interesting to watch. Even though a lot of the games were just dudes turning sideways and then challenging. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of interaction. It ended up being still pretty interesting. And then yeah, like Jordan said, the win first decks kind of made for some non-games that were not fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like the last round on the winning ends, them not having a backup match and just like ending the stream, and it got refresh melee to see who wins. That was not good.
Yeah.
Not posting the sealed pools so we can, you know, try to see how we would build them.
Yeah.
Would have been a great idea, something like that. I mean, but still, like all the casters, they were solid. I thought Brandon did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like, he as the play-by-play and like the analytics guy, like, really good job.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said, I listened to especially in Moyen, and their bickering and explaining of the game was top tier. So I'll just say that was great. I enjoyed watching Worlds. The competitiveness was there. Like, it was there. There was a lot of extremely good plays, a lot of like top decks moments where like Ed top decked like a Sisu to only win the game against a yellow blue like hyper aggro or something like that.
Yeah, I was against my guy.
That was insane. Like, it was the only card he could have drawn to win. And
We'll say that the draft made it also a lot more fun to watch for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell that there was a lot of thought into like some of these people's like constructed pool or core constructed decks. Like the base strategy, right, was ban steal so that we don't have to play against. You can play your decks so you don't have to deal with steal removal. But then the counter to that is like, okay, well, that's enabling these aggressive decks, and you have players like Ed who made these anti-aggro decks. Like, his green-purple deck is just anti-aggro, like Diablo, and saying I'm banning red-blue, going against the curve. And it was cool to like see the strategies in action. The triple deck constructed was kind of cool in that manner, but like the non-games is a bit of an issue for that format.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, I would like to see it maybe where you don't do any bans. You bring 3 decks, you have to win with 2, and you just randomly choose.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of game.
I like that.
You just roll a dice, like a dice that has like only 3, odds, or I don't know. You just
No, man. You choose like which deck you want to play, but you don't know what your opponent's choosing each game. It's like
Okay.
there's a lot of mind games there. What you're going to choose on the play versus not on the play, and how you can build your decks. Because the banning made for a bunch of non-games for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting seeing a Ruby Amber deck.
Zach's deck?
Zach's deck, that Gloyd, like
that racer came in clutch.
I was like, because that was the first time you had seen Gloyd in the whole matchup. He had never inked one. He had never played one until he top decks it to win, and I was like, that's
Lloyd Butterbatch.
Is it Gloyd? Gloyd Butter something? You lose a lord, gain a lord. Like your opponent lose a lord, you gain a lord. That was insane. That caught me off guard.
My name now.
When they said red amber, like Ruby Amber, I thought for sure, it's gonna be a singer's deck with like B King and all of that, and then it was just straight gas. Yeah. It was straight gas. I was like, that's insane. Yeah. He didn't have Mufasa in there either, did he?
No, it was just straight aggro.
Nope.
I think it was like all 3 drops, then less.
Well, the whole competitive portion of Worlds was great. We all enjoyed it tremendously. All the contenders that played in it, like, great job this whole season. First season of Lorcana, we like, whether you're a content creator or you came in last place in Worlds, we don't care. You guys, like, great fucking job this season. So
speaking of last place, how did the fantasy draft go?
Oh yeah, we were gonna get to that. Let's get to that. Yeah, because we're talking about Worlds. We can.
Oh fuck! All right, I'll take my fucking loss. Can I defend myself? Can I defend myself for 1 minute?
Okay, so these were our picks. If you didn't look at the beginning, this is who we picked, and we all had some good chuckles and laughs at each other's teams. But in the end, I got the win. The win.
Can we zoom in on that top left up there?
The what?
Top a little bit. Can we zoom in on the top left over there?
The top left? Your list?
No. Above that. Right above that.
Above that.
Right between you and the.
He's talking about me, bro. He's talking about me. Like, come on, Jake.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Robbie did come in last place. He had Zach Bivens, who did very well in the tournament. And we're not dogging anyone that played for Robbie's team or anything like that. We just want to get it clear. But Robbie's team did not get him enough points, guys.
My team went off the back of Zach Bivens. Mr. Like, if it wouldn't have been for Zach, which I might add, all of y'all gave me so much shit for it. And maybe not all of y'all, but definitely Taylor. He's not here, so I'm going to talk trash about him. But they gave me so much trouble about Zach Bivens. And Zach Bivens, 3rd place overall. Dude did phenomenal.
What about Joshua Paltry? Let's talk
about that dude didn't. I don't think that dude didn't get a single win, did he?
Well, he got 1 win when Ed got pulled out of the Swiss.
Oh, bye.
Really?
when Ed went 5-0, he got pulled out of Swiss, and Josh got a bye.
He got the automatic win. That's awesome.
Free 1K. Yeah. Ship it.
I got a free 3 points, bro. Like I'm not complaining. I mean, look, I obviously went for like a dark horse approach. I mean, you do that in fantasy, right? Sometimes you pick a rookie.
Yeah.
Because you're not sure how they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But you pick a few vets. The vets on my team did well. The vets on my team did good, but like the rookies just bombed. No, whatchamacallit come from before? Brian and Ben, they played card games before. They didn't do terrible.
No,
they didn't do great.
You had some.
What is it like? DHH? He did really good. That caught me off guard. He did pretty good. I mean, nobody made it to day 2 but Zach.
Yeah.
I didn't think anyone would. I was just hoping. I will say Jimmy's team surprised the hell out of me. I thought after the first round when I had 12 points, Jimmy had 15. You only had like 6. I thought for sure Jimmy was going to run away with it. And then after that, it went to hell in a handbasket.
Ellie and Raphael didn't have the best constructed day 1. They both went 3-0 and sealed. And then Ellie ended up making top 8, which is awesome. And Mo from my team. But the last round on the winning ends, it was 2 of Jake's guys versus 2 of my guys.
Yep.
He knocked one of mine out, and then Ellie got in. Even though Ellie lost, Ellie got in on the 8th seed at the 4-3 since we started 4-0.
everybody's first round picks did pretty well, huh?
Mine did damn well, I'd say.
Yeah, yours did. Jimmy's did. Mine's
Nah.
did.
I think Carson ended up 3-4, maybe 4-3.
Jordan, how'd your first round pick do?
He did all right. You know, cut. Cut.
Oh,
You have to edit that in. Yeah, you have to edit that in, Jim.
I'll put it in. I got you.
Let's talk about my second round pick. That second round pick, though.
Yeah, dude, that was a phenomenal pick.
like I said, he killed it. He did really well. DKP did take it all the way, and I had.
All right, so what's my punishment for this shit? What I gotta do?
Since I'm a kind of nice guy, we're gonna go with just a mono color deck of your choice.
He's giving up the choice.
At any championship, streaming championship of this set, which we'll have probably one or two, and I'll make sure it freaking happens. So, are we still doing this? First place gets the pick to free win.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you do get. Oh yeah, you get a free. You get the buy, huh?
concession.
You get a free concession
Pick his deck and
from
you
all
get
of
to pick
us.
the buy.
He gets to pick
us.
my deck, and at any point in time, he can ask any one of us for a concession in
Just
any
one,
set
though.
champs.
Just
Just
one.
one of us, though.
Just one of y'all.
Just one of us, and it could be in a championship game. Now, I will point out, let's not forget, we said last place got to pick Taylor's punishment if he didn't pick the winner correctly. And I saw check, I'm last place.
You
and
are.
Jordan didn't win first.
You
So
are.
Taylor's walking around with a shirt of I love Zach Bivens for like one set champs for sure.
Did you get him made?
He's gotta do casting with the I love Zach Bivens shirt.
yeah. I got it. I know that's exactly what he's doing.
Oh Lord. Well, we had a blast doing this, guys, and for all you that voted,
It was a lot of fun.
on X to to possibly win these prizes, which we did announce on our X already, the winner, and we'll just go ahead and say it. It's Jason. He was one of the guys that voted. He voted Jake. Out of 3 people, voted me. I had a good team. I said it was a good team. And yeah, Jason won the Enchanteds and the Duck Pen. So congrats, Jason. We'll be sending those out or contacting you soon. All right. Yeah. Just figure out. I mean, we're just gonna have to dog Taylor about his punishment next episode, right? Yeah. Where we all come back and.
Think I can get the shirt made by then.
No, dude, you can get it made. We got this. We can. Well, we got money for it. But let's talk about the other news that Ravensburger kind of released, other than all the nice world clips that they added. They also played all their other their set like what is it? Little cartoons, you want to call it. It was cool. It was like cool watching world. So, but the news, guys, let's see how y'all feel about the news. I'm gonna start off with someone who I might think me be a little bit neutral. Well, Jimmy, I want to hear your take.
Okay.
I'll let Jimmy
Yeah,
go first. I'll turn the fire.
I am not as doom and gloom as some of the other people, but definitely excited, but also very disappointed. When they on day one announced that there'll be 16 DLCs, and that's all they said, they were in damage control already, and that was a bad sign.
Yeah.
And then we got what it was, and that was only having 3 DLCs. Now, I don't mind only having 3 DLCs spaced out 1 per set, but there needs to be something to fill those gaps.
For sure.
Right? Like having like if they could, instead of doing the Infinity one last, they just stick 2 Infinity ones between the core constructed ones, end up with 5 DLCs.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or they can partner with like your regional TOs and stuff like that to do some other type of system to create buys for the DLCs or other ways to qualify for Continentals. This is something else. Or some other type of event supported by Ravensburger that people can go to and play.
Yeah.
But instead we get 3 DLCs and they're geographically
They're in North America. Come on.
Yeah. So now
You mean North America?
Now, because Pastimes is the TO, Dick Burns on his podcast had a really good explanation for it, and it makes sense. And that's because Pastimes, that's where they're based out of Chicago. I'm like 80% sure on this time I'm saying where someone's based out of, instead of 0% sure. So they already have relationships with all these convention centers, so it's a lot easier for them to book them and put holds on them. Because one thing, if they do, we don't know yet. We'll know Thursday. But when this airs, it'll be after. We'll know, I think, if they're selling just Milwaukee and whatever the
Richmond.
one in Italy is.
Richmond?
Or all three at the same time.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So if they're selling all three at the same time, my guess is they haven't actually put like down payments to these convention centers yet, and they're getting all the money up front to,
They
lock them in.
God, that's worse.
Yeah. But good news is Brazil, China, Japan, all these places getting DLCs, which is awesome. Having the full world be the worlds, is great. But yeah, only having 3 in North America and Europe is not good. Hopefully they can figure something out to bridge the gaps.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of people are happy with that news about DLCs.
But I'm still trying to go all 3.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still going to try to go to every single one. I mean, we live in New Orleans where, really we just got to fly to Chicago, and we can drive to both from Chicago within an hour, 2 hours on each direction for the Indianapolis one and the Wisconsin one, right? Yeah, it's not that bad. So that's not looking bad for us. I do feel bad for the West Coasters, like you said, even the Canadians, they're not getting shit. They're not getting shit. They're gonna have to come down here to get a Worlds invite, basically, which is kind of ridiculous. Brazil, is there a lot of people in Brazil that play Lorcana? I don't know.
I don't think they'd be announcing it if there wasn't.
I'm just
I got 6 bros down there.
But I'll let Robbie take it away, and I won't finish. These aren't really my thoughts, but I'm just stating some facts out there. Robbie, what do you think? Let's hear it, bud.
I think they didn't want to put any in Canada, so they put them as close up there as they could, so that they could get away with not putting them in Canada.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why Canada didn't get one, because they do have a lot of players from Canada. Because I met players at the Atlanta one from Canada. Yeah, who came down. So, and then you can see there's a lot of, in the Discord, and then in the, their Canadian little group, they have a decent sized group. Sure. I think I don't see how you watch for a year the absolute uproar about not having more large scale events and then go, I hear you. See what you're saying, complaining that we ain't doing enough. So to remedy that, we're gonna cut them in half. we're gonna give you less. That's like saying, I just don't. That's like you have a bill at a restaurant, and you know it's $100, and you I'm just gonna pay 50. I'm gonna put 5 on it. I'm sorry. I'll put half. That's good enough. The bill called for 100, but I'm put a 50. We good. That's all I'm putting. I'm gonna move on with my life. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't. I think this was. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, I'm not in their day-to-day operations. And the logistics of putting this on. I know it's a lot, but they touted not even 3 to 4 or 5 months ago that they hired a new communications person who's phenomenal. I have no problems with him. He's great. They're always doing lorecast. They've a lot more transparent than they were before.
For sure.
And and for somebody who's come,
I messaged him on Blue Sky during the announcements to ask him about the player cap, and he
got back to you fast.
He responded within a couple hours.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll know tomorrow when I get to work." And then I asked him. And then I asked him today, and they're going to announce on the lorecast how many players, if there's a cap or there's no cap.
And that's what disappoints me is those are the people. Rochelle's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. DeCandio's gonna get it. That's the people who's gonna get this wrath. Because none of those other guys are gonna be available. None of those other guys are going to get on Twitter and go respond to people. None of those other guys are going to get on Discord and go respond to those people. The high ups are not going to do that. So the guys who've put this community on their back, trying to like make it what it is, now have to suffer the wrath of all of these players who like really want these big events. Like we just want competitive events. And it does, not everything has to be like DLC level, but there should be a step between set champs and DLCs. Right smack dab in the middle. There could be something, right? Even if it's only like, hey, we only gonna do 3 stores in Louisiana, like PPG's doing, right? Where you can get a buy if you play in these events and do well. Oh, you can get a first round buy. Like there's no reason they couldn't do that. And I feel like they had ample amount of time to take feedback from the community. And they said they were, and they hired all these positions, and they made this big deal about it, that they were hiring all these people and all these leadership roles to make, do these things. Like they said this when they put out like 6 different job ads back in January, February, it was all to get ready for this. Like it was all to get ready for next year and all the big events. And then they came back and it was almost like, okay, we know we said all of that, but get over it. Like this is what we're doing. Like it is what it is. Like we're not doing more. We can't do more, but with no explanation. I think if they would have came out and be like, hey, listen, we only doing 3 because we do have something planned for smaller events, or hey, we only doing 3 because we just can't afford this. Like we just can't. Like it's hard logistically, whatever. Some kind of explanation.
Yeah, an explanation with it would have.
Like I could if they would have came out and said, listen, this got way bigger, way faster than we thought it was going to get, and we cannot afford right now to put on 6 big events in every region. I'd have been like, I respect it. Thanks for being honest about it and telling us what's up. Right. But that's not what they did. It seems like they're hiding more stuff now than what they were hiding 6 months ago, which they said they were going to hire all these people to not hide stuff. Yeah. And then all they're doing is hiding more stuff. They're just hiding more stuff.
Even on the Discord, Rochelle, is that her name? Rochelle?
Yeah, Rochelle. Like she's
Rochelle,
great.
She said her and Coop couldn't talk about some things. They had to wait for upstairs permission to talk about some things. Yeah. And they don't know when that's going to happen. If it's going to happen.
They better kiss Coop and Rochelle's ass for everything they've done for this community, because I swear if it wouldn't be for them two, it would be way worse. Yeah. Way worse. For somebody who's in communications for a living, like that's what I do, but I do it for a government agency. I would never in a million years. We got 7 bridges down where I live. Like we're in that parish I work for. We do a bridge update every 2 days. The parish president goes out to a bridge every 2 days. And that's for a small parish in South Louisiana. Yeah. So I don't want to hear that a multi-million-dollar company, I think they worth like $600 million, can't do the same. I don't.
A parish is a county for every other
state. Yeah, parish is a county in Louisiana. Yeah. But I'm gonna let Jordan go because I know Jordan fixing to be way worse than me. Right, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
We're gonna go sweet spice. So I'm gonna go. I guess I'll be the sweet version of this because I don't hate the placement of DLCs. I am pissed as all hell about cutting in half. Like you said, where's all this freaking money that we've given this company? I mean, everything sells out like that. All their events sell out like this. They have to extend their events, so they definitely have money to make more events. I don't know if it's because, like you said, they have a bigger plan with other tournaments or something. But my big guess, and hopefully I'm right, because this would fix a lot of explanation of why the DLCs aren't spread out, is they actually make an online client where we will host real tournaments that will qualify you for worlds and such like that. If they did do that, it would change a lot of things.
Take a pipe dream for 1,000, Alex.
Yeah, if they're working on it, it's still years away.
It's possible. But yes, again, cutting it in half, maybe that's their excuse. Maybe that might be their big excuse, that we're spending all this money to try to make an online client so the game is accessible around the world.
Just say it. Everybody be happy.
Yeah, they would. I mean, it would change people's at least their view on things. But
I'd wait a year. I'd wait 2 years. I would continue to play and support for 2 years if that was the case. I would be a lot happier if they said that, but they're not gonna say that. You wanna know why? Because that ain't the case.
Yeah, I am. It's a dream.
Shit
It's
gonna
it's
drive
a
me to
dream,
drinking.
I'll tell you that. But
Drink.
again, the placements of DLCs, I'm gonna go to all of them. I might even go to Japan next year. Everyone's gonna complain about the spots of where the DLCs are. I think you're right about them placing it in the Northeast United States for Canada reasons, and I think it's because Nationals and LCQs are always going to be in Disneyland in the United States. So like I think that they'll get their event, and it's always going to be that event. You know what I mean? So I think they're just not announcing that, and that's why everything else is on the East Coast in a sense. So maybe giving them some leeway, I guess. Other than that, the rest of the world, Brazil, Brazil? Like, I'm going to play cards in Brazil. You heard that before, right? All of y'all have. Going to play cards in Brazil.
South America needs it for sure.
All right,
You gotta
Jordan.
get it everywhere. The more DLCs, the better across the world.
Yeah, I agree.
It keeps the game healthy. It keeps it growing. It keeps it alive.
But you're looking at a DLC that's going to have like 124 people, and some guy that's going to like, I played Lorcana today and I won the DLC. You know, like that. It's going to something like
Yeah,
that.
we won to
might
Brazil.
happen. Like, I
We're
hope
going to Brazil to play. We might get murdered on the way there, but poor Jake. Jake pretty. He gonna get sex trafficked out there.
Oh Lord, can we even
Face-
say that on the
he-
internet? I don't
he-
even know if we can. But Jordan, let's get into your ideas. Like I said, I'm a mid at Ravensburger. I'm not pissed, like too mad, but I'm not too happy. You know, like I'm just mid. Like cool story, bro. Take it away, Jordan.
I wish Taylor was here. I really wish Taylor was here. I'm gonna start whatever I have to say off with. Simply put, this company does not deserve the success or the community that has fostered Lorcana. It does not deserve it. I wish we didn't have to support this company because they are both negligent and incompetent at planning a competitive TCG. They have no idea what they're doing, and it is very clear now that they still have no idea what they're doing. Coming out and being like, "Oh, hey, y'all want to play more? Here, play less." Like, why is someone that wants to actually be competitive? Why do they want to? What do they have to play for except for every 6 months? I come practice every a month before the DLC. That's all you need, really, and you disengage for another 5 months.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. It's like they took the whole marketing budget that they had from last year, and then they had to expand it to 5 continents. They didn't touch Africa. It's not a worldwide TCG. They didn't go to Africa. No South Africa, no Egypt, no Morocco, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm heated, but the icing on the cake is that we get 1 DLC this year. Just 1. We had 6 last year. We have 1 this year. 2, maybe 3 next year. Like I don't know. It is rough. It's insane. It's like it's on a scale of how bad I thought this. On my scale, on a 10-point scale, a 10 would have been the best. This is about a 3. I guess it could have been way worse. Like there's no DLCs this year, but this is about a 3. If the cap's still at 2K, then this can move down on my scale, because that's going to sell out in 2 minutes, and people probably aren't even get to play a DLC this year. I want to play.
Freaking hope not.
Yeah. Caveat to the whole thing for sure is if the cap is still at 2K, like they should just shut the company down.
Yeah, I
Fire all the new people they hired, because I don't know. That's a bad idea.
I will say
I don't think it's gonna happen at all. Though.
I will say that I do like the tournament structure that they come up with, even though it's kind of it's about the same difficulty as getting to qualify for Worlds last year.
Yeah.
You take 9 rounds, plus you have top 64, top 32. That's 2 additional rounds, 11 rounds you have to win or go through to qualify for Worlds last year or Nationals last year. This year you have to go 10-2, so it's about the same.
Yeah.
Qualify for nationals, yeah, not worlds.
Yeah, Nationals. So I don't hate it. I like the new structure of the tournament, but it's negligent. Like they're gonna have people leaving the game. Like people just wanted a reason.
Rip best of twos. Rip.
Yeah. Down with best of twos. Like that was a great idea. Okay. I don't know. People just wanted a reason to play more Lorcana, and I've never seen more people disengage with the game and be happier to leave it. This is a complete failure, utter incompetence. Whoever, I don't know. This is a company-wide issue. It seems like.
Also, to add, I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's so many amazing card games about to come out with Gundam, Riftbound, all this new Magic IP that they're gaining. I don't know if I'm looking at this wrong, but I see Dragon Ball Z might be an IP for Magic. Am I tripping, or is that just who knows? Who knows? But anyways, yeah, there's just so much out there that's better. I mean, not better, but just could be better than Lorcana, and it's kind of Lorcana's fumbling the bag. But I kind of agree. Go ahead.
It's not only that; it's the fact that now we have to wait 6 months between DLCs or something. You're giving people time to go play different card games. Like before, it was like, oh, DLC, all right, we're gonna just keep practicing for DLCs and build towards that. Now it's like, okay, well, I'll engage with Lorcana in October. I'll engage with Lorcana in January, and then June, and then between that, I'll play Riftbound. This is great marketing for Riftbound, or whatever TCGs that's coming out. Great marketing. Whoever's on, it must be a guy on the inside.
That's a good point. Having them spaced out so much without anything else in between is probably a bad thing for the LGS.
Yeah.
Potentially where they're not going to sell as much product. They're not going to have as many people come to locals. So, I think they don't understand the purpose of the competitive circuit for a TCG, and it's mostly for marketing because they make all their money off of the casual player mostly. At least most TCGs do.
Yeah.
So it's important to have the circuit going strictly for marketing.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, Magic started with their Pro Tours on ESPN. They knew how to do it.
Why am I buying core constructed cards after January? The next DLC after January is June, and that's an Infinity format. Maybe I don't even need set 10 and 11 cards.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just not buy product. Maybe we just don't buy Lorcana product. Is that what they're saying to do? I don't know.
We'll just play it on the app that should not be named.
Lorcanito.
That app. Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well say its name now. It's doing better than Ravensburger.
Yeah.
I think last time we established we're allowed to say it.
I don't know. I'll end my rant, but it's just disappointing. It's just I wanted to be hyped to Worlds, but all the hype from Worlds, DKP winning, people would congratulate him and then immediately said that they're going to quit Lorcana. So
completely overshadowed. It was completely overshadowed.
Yeah.
It was completely overshadowed. I saw more people. I would say I saw 90% of the people talking about this, and 10% of the people talking about DKP being the first Worlds champ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is kind of ridiculous.
Bivens just finished third, and in response to a tweet asking DLC Season 2 has you blank, he just responded sad.
That's all you needed. That's it. That should be it. That should be the thumbnail.
Look, because that dude don't say he don't say anything negative.
Yeah.
Zach's one of the more positive players in the whole community, right? There's a reason they call him and Mo the people's champs, right? Because that, especially for North America, if you play in North America, most people kind of gravitate to those two guys, and I don't think I've ever seen one of them chastise or criticize Ravensburger in the slightest. So to know, I didn't even know Zach did that. To know Zach did that, maybe makes the whole situation even a little bit worse for me now. Because if one of your top 3 competitors and all of Worlds comes out and was I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
Do you know Ed's probably not happy? DKP's there's no way DKP's happy about this. To know that you're not even going to defend your World title next year. Like, think about that. Like, DKP has to know, like, he knows now, I'm not even going to defend my Worlds title next year. I have to wait 2 years removed from here before the next Worlds comes around.
It's gross incompetence. I can't wait to talk to Taylor about this, actually. Um, he said, just keep waiting. Just keep waiting. And we waited. And this is about as bad as the announcement could be. It could be worse, I guess, if there were just no Brazil and China and Japan. That's their scapegoat to say that they're doing something. We're growing the community. Yeah, that's cool, but like how many people are you gonna lose from this announcement?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with Ravensburger kind of in the motion of its ups and downs right now, there's other companies that are on the rise trying to take over the competitive scene of Lorcana. Two of those companies actually used to work with Ravensburger, right? Yeah. PPG, they're doing little events around right now, actually, or probably past 2 weekends, where you can earn buys at the July 4th event. July 5th, am I wrong? Yeah, July 5th.
Yeah, July 5th.
Either way, that weekend. And we have CCS now starting its own circuit with $25,000 tournaments and stuff like that. So, what are y'all thoughts on some of these events that are taking place at other side? Is it going to be enough to keep the community happy? Is it going to be enough? Are people going to feel that this is what Disney Lorcana is about? Or do you think that Ravensburger is the only way for people to feel that it's really the immersive Disneyness that they want plus a card game? Jimmy, do you got any thoughts on that?
I don't know if it'll be enough. CCS is pretty huge. The PPG ones were probably not, unless they end up doing an invitational type of thing with the points that they're having, that they just haven't announced yet, that they're still figuring out.
Yeah.
Since it's all pretty new. But I don't know. I was never a third party person in Magic when I played competitively. Like, I would think I maybe went to 2 or 3 Star City games once. It's just like the EV for those are just so much lower. So it's hard to spend a bunch of money traveling and everything to go to them unless you're a top tier player.
Yeah,
and in this game, it makes it even, it's more important because as a top tier player, like the variance in this game is much lower than a lot of other TCGs. So it's closer to chess than it is to something with like poker or something with a little more randomness. So the top tier players, like their EV is a lot higher to travel and play in these. Plus, it helps them with other marketing opportunities for meta fights, stuff like that too.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, what do you think about these 2 other companies? Are these events going to be worth going to? You think?
Well, I got the cowboy hat on. I'm going to Dallas this weekend, so I like PPG's attempt, but to me it was always a bridge. It was always a bridge gap between DLCs. That's the way I've been looking at it. But now DLCs aren't happening, so I have to reevaluate that whole situation. I think CCS today, by announcing their circuit, has maybe covered Ravensburger's ass. Because CCS tournaments, I was looking at the prize structure, those may be just worth going to. Especially from New Orleans to Atlanta, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But for other people that can't just drive there or have like a $50, $60, $100 flight, the EV isn't there to go. So, I don't know. CCS is way more doable for me. I don't think I'll be going any more PPGs, especially with the CCS circuit now announced, but it's nice that they have options, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, especially if CCS is always in Atlanta, but like the PPG ones be in Denver and Orlando after the Dallas one this weekend. I mean, those are potential, like you could turn into a vacation and do that also.
Yeah.
So those are good cities to have it at versus Milwaukee in October.
This is one thing I've thought about watching, like being involved in communications and marketing most of my like professional career. I've felt like, and I've kind of kept it to myself, that PPG and CCS knew what Ravensburger was going to do because they pulled the trigger entirely too fast on all of this. Like they had this set up at a speed that even for a TO, it was fast. Like let's be honest. But unfortunately, I think it's a good bridge for like us, right? Like we play pretty competitively, right? But then even Dim and like Jimmy's not gonna make most of these. Like I know because like just conversations we all have had, I know it misses that Disney magic for like the more like semi-casual competitive player,
100%.
like that person in that middle. Like Jillian, like my wife, right? Jillian has no desire. She's gonna come with us to PPG this weekend, but she can play side events. She has zero desire to play in the main event.
Yeah.
But she played it in the main event in the DLC, right? Because there's a little bit like it's a little different. The feel's different, right? The camaraderie it's different.
Vibes.
Magic,
I mean, that's
you know
definitely
what
why
I
I
mean?
never,
This is
never
more-
went to the other third party.
This is
Different
more
vibes.
like what's happening like this weekend is more for the like the sweats,
sweat
right?
more.
Like yeah, like we're gonna go out there and we're gonna sweat it out, and like the type of people who are gonna play every round and then know when they're out because they know how to do the PPG math, like they know to do melee math and realize, oh, I have to win out, so if I lose one more, I have and drop, go play side events. Whereas in a DLC, most people who play those DLCs, they're gonna play it all out because they're there for the experience.
Yeah, that,
They're not
and
there
that's
for the
point.
money, right? Like they know there's like maybe 200 to 300 people who are there for the money, right? Which is why PPGs and CCS is a 200, 300, 400 people because that's how many people at DLCs are there for the money.
Yeah.
The rest of those people are not there for the glory and the money like a lot of us are, right? Like we may not be on Ed's level and all of that. I mean, well, Jordan is, but like the rest of us might not be. At least I'm not. But like I don't go out there for like I don't go to these DLCs for fun. But I will say the being at a DLC versus being at a PPG CCS event, my mindset is two entirely different
Yeah.
mindsets.
Yeah.
Like I know like at PPG I'm walking in this weekend to grind it out. I know it's not like I'm gonna talk to everybody, I'm gonna have fun with everybody between games. I'm still gonna be nice. But like I'm there to like try to win.
Yep.
I didn't like any means necessary other than cheating. Right?
No
No draw eights over here. But like yeah, that's what I'm screaming. Like in a DLC though, but in a DLC I let people take stuff back. If I knew they were a casual player and I knew like this was their first time playing a competitive, like I let people take stuff against me. Granted, I knew they had the game in lock, so like nothing they played was gonna stop. I'm sitting with a goat bounce in hand. Like I know they're not coming back from this, right? But like at PPG, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So like I don't care. Like look, you saw it at Worlds, right? Like a card laid, a card played. Ain't no pulling it back, right? You play it and you try to do its action.
When Ed flipped that what was it, the develop your brain, was it? Or was it
No, he DKP tried to fire the cannon's undamaged Rhino.
Yeah, yes, he did.
And he was like, yeah, no, like you can't, like it has 2 resists, it does nothing. It's just, I feel now, like, and I've never said it, it's the first time I said it, I feel like PPG and CCS had insider knowledge, knew Ravensburger was going to screw the pooch on this, because they have like a whole format set up from like the time they announced everything to like today. Like they have an entire bracket, like schedules made, point systems made, how you gonna do it, when are you gonna do it, all that stuff. They've been knowing this was gonna happen. They knew this was gonna happen. They knew this was gonna happen 3 months ago. No doubt in my mind now, which kind of aggravates me more at Ravensburger now than it did before. Now I'm more mad. I got more pissed just from listening to y'all and putting the dots together. I was like, God damn it.
I'm definitely drifting toward you guys too.
Yeah, you see now, because now you realize it. Because like you think about it, how PPG and CCS put all this together in 4 days, in 3 days from the announcement. How they didn't, because they've been knowing that Ravensburger was going to screw us. God damn it! Now I'm more mad. I may be Jordan. This may be a one.
Taylor?
All right. Well, let's get a little bit less mad, or I don't know. Y'all gonna be mad at this. I don't care.
Let's talk about cool shit.
I won a PPG Summit qualifier event at Media Men and Collectibles in New Orleans, Louisiana this weekend, and it earned me a bye at the July 5th 15K event.
One of 26 people plus whatever from the Friday event.
Congratulations, Jake.
I am
Good
gonna
drink.
take that bye, and I'm gonna be going 1-3, baby. Let's go. 1-3. All right, so you'll see most of us at the Fort Worth event, and if you don't see us, if you do, come quack at us, or say don't matter shrimp platter or something like that, and just
Come ask for a duck.
Yeah, quack.
Come ask for a duck.
It up.
We got a bunch of little ducks.
But yeah, we're gonna have a good amount of Louisiana people with us, and we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try to hit that 15K first slot, get some points going. Who knows what the frick these points are for? I don't know. I got 9 of them though, guys. I got 9. I got 5 for my win and 4 for getting second at the first one. So I'm gonna be up there in points. I'm gonna be up
I think
there,
I have
man.
1 point.
Huh?
I think I have a point.
You got what? You got third, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 2 points, man. You're on the board with 2 points. Look at that. Look at that. PPG, let us know what the hell these points are for, please. CCS, good job. That's all I gotta say. Keep it up. Keep the tournament flowing. Atlanta's close to us. I'll drive. I'll fly. I'll go to any other event that you post, especially 25K. $70, that ain't bad. I mean, it's a little high, but who gives a shit? You're going to play these games. There's no DLCs in sight, and what are we gonna do? Just go play Gundam? Like, I don't know.
That's exactly what they want us to do.
Well,
Seems like it.
I think they secretly made Riftbound, and they try not to tell us.
It seems like it.
They're gonna be taking our money in both directions. I'm not gonna be playing Riftbound. I'm not a League of Legends guy. I think I would move towards Magic or probably One Piece if we went into other directions. But Pokemon's also a good card game, right? Everyone plays Pokemon.
The fact that we're talking about this now is a demonstration of how incompetent this company is at running a competitive scene. God bless.
All right, well, let's hit the final thoughts. Jimmy, why don't you hit us with some final thoughts?
Final thoughts. World was fun. Can't believe I finished third. It's bullshit. Super happy for Mo, but yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Just the vibe. Like here's what I gotta say. Like the vibes, right? When Jake uses that buy and makes top 8, and then finishes third or fifth. Let's say Jake makes top 8, finishes fifth. He wins $700.
Let's go!
Like how is that compared to when Adam made top 16 or you finished fifth? Like it
nothing.
doesn't come close.
It's not.
Dude, there's a mat. What? Like the Rapunzel mat's like 4K. Like, isn't it? Like
I still got it.
the Rapunzel mat's
serious?
4K.
Yeah, I got it.
You're just gonna make top 16, and I'm going into an event that's probably way sweatier than the DLC. And I'm gonna
Absolutely sweaty.
I'm gonna
100%
get
sweaty.
fucking nothing for winning shit. Like, it's rough. But we're all desperate. That's the thing, guys. We're so desperate. We want to play.
The other thing
Come over to the dark side. Hate Ravensburger with us.
is these events. On the point of being sweaty. When I topped the SSG in February, there were 10 Golden Mickey winners in the room. in a room of 86 or something players, an eighth of the field were Golden Mickey winners as opposed to a DLC.
It's gonna be a tough crowd to beat, guys. Just play your best and do your best. Robbie, what's your final thoughts? Let's hear 'em, man. Looks like you're trying to hold them in.
I will say I'm very excited for. I was excited to be able to do fantasy draft again, and then I realized like Lorcana's probably dead after this, so this is the one and only fantasy draft. Like we're gonna be drafting at this rate. We're gonna be drafting PPG 50K players. Like that's what we're gonna be doing, drafting from the field PPG players. Because like we never doing Lorcana again. I'm very disappointed. I definitely got more disappointed tonight. Just from like
Yeah, so did I. We should
like
talk anymore.
putting 2 and 2 together of like, oh, like CCS did this really fast and so did PPG. Oh, they definitely knew. Like this was definitely insider knowledge. Like someone knew somehow that this was happening.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm very happy to be able to play a monocolored deck at a set champs.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Taylor's definitely walking around with a I love Zach Bivens and a heart bubble shirt
We'll
and
definitely
commentating.
we'll make him. Yeah, he's got to do commentary.
Yeah, I lost either way. Like either Jordan won it all and Taylor won, or I lost. Like there's no way that I like there's no earthly way I won that whole entire situation. So I was just like, well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna take it because like I wanted Ed to win, but then they like made Jordan win. And I didn't want DKP to win because he's not from America. He could take his ass back to Germany. Like I wanted America to take the trophy home, but that's probably why they took 3 DLCs away from us because we didn't win the championship. They were probably like, "Oh, y'all not winning this. Y'all don't deserve this."
It's true.
I'm not happy about it. I'm probably not gonna be happy about it for a minute. This weekend should help because there's a good chunk of us going to this PPG event, and it's always fun when we all get together and shoot the shit and
It's
go do
Hunter's
some shit.
birthday too. Shout
Oh,
out
really?
Hunter from Pandemonium Gaming. It's gonna
Happy
be his
birthday, Hunter! I did not know that.
It's gonna be
I mean, look, the worst part about this weekend that Joe's gonna be there. Other than that, it's gonna be good. I'm joking.
All right.
But that's all I got.
Jordan, what you got, man? Final thoughts.
So, I'm thinking about this right now. This is my final thought. Last year at this time was the in between. I think it was Chicago. Chicago had just passed, and I could never. I can't explain the hype for the game coming off of Atlanta, Chicago, going into Dallas. It was a great feeling to have such a cool community. Like we were all coming together, tested for these cool DLCs, and we had a lot of hope for like what the future of Lorcana would bring. Fast forward to today, I couldn't be less optimistic on the current trajectory of the game. And as a thought experiment, I just thought, this is my final thought, a year from now, after we have 2 DLCs in that period of time, I don't see myself being more optimistic. So I'm going to have to reevaluate my final thoughts. I'll get back to you with those.
Yeah. Well, I hear you. Well, I think my final thoughts are they're going to have to do something. They are going to have to add something that matters in between these DLCs, or come out with an online client, or satisfy us with some type of other Ravensburger tour or something that happens. If it doesn't happen, I think you're right. We're going to lose a lot of players. We're going to lose a lot of competitive players because, like you said, they'll come back, but they're going to just play once every 8 months or once every 6 months or something like that. It's going to be just like an MMO where you do a thing once every month and you get back on the fucking game. Like, it's like you don't really care about it that much. You just kind of grind it when you need to, which is kind of, that sucks. That's gonna, like you said, it's gonna affect the shops and everything. So my final, go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, wait, no. Finish your final thought. I figured out my final thought.
So my hope is that Ravensburger hears these cries and does make a decision and help this community strive to be what it can be, because this community is probably one of the best card communities I'd say in the world, not just competitively, but as just Disney people. I'm not judging Disney people, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, the community's different. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Duel Masters. I played it all. Played all that shit when I was a younger kid, and I'm pretty sure every person I played against wanted to, like, didn't want me alive. You know what I mean? They didn't even care if I lived or died.
Was a felon. They were all felons.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, this game is completely different in that sense, where you feel wanted, you feel awesome, the community's awesome, and it's just a
Smells great.
Yeah, and the IP's awesome. I love Disney. Everyone loves Disney. So get it together, Ravensburger. Come on, for us, get it together. Go ahead, Jordan. You're laughing. I know.
All right. The final thought I had, it just hit me. Looking at the calendar, it really hit me. You know what really got me into Lorcana was, 1, Woody pushing it on me. 2 was the ease of playing it for the first time when I played Pixelborn. And Pixelborn was such a good client, such a good online client. And my final thought, I just saw the date in the bottom right of my computer, and it says July 1st. July 1st was when they announced Pixelborn was shutting down last year.
Wow.
And I just thought that there's another game that's using Pixelborn, Riftbound. Huh, that's crazy. That's a crazy thought. That's my final thought.
Wow. Very interesting final thought. Well, we'll see all you guys in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Bring your A game. We're gonna all be sweaty. I'm going 1-3. I'm calling it now. Here we go, boys.
Who's his first round of chance?
Yeah, chances. Yeah. I'm just saying. At least I'm not gonna lose them all. That's all that matters. I'm not. There's no way.
You can't. It's impossible.
It's
Because
impossible.
it's a bye.
You can't do
I
it.
mean, it still is possible. Have you contacted?
No, we got it through. We're good. We're good. We got it through.
Okay, we're good.
Man, almost missed that bye.
We appreciate you watching, everyone watching the Tavern Talk. I know we're kind of just spitting ideas and just talking and bullshitting the whole time, but you know, we hope we entertain you a little bit. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with all of us are topping. That's this thing. We're just all top 8, all Snuggly Duckling. We're gonna do it. So
Stopping something.
we're not allowing anyone else in the top. We got this. But
Yeah, I wonder what.
thank you for watching us, and y'all have a great night.
Peace.
Giddy up.
Under the beams, where the shadows dance, a tankard of ale in each eager hand's chance. The snuggly duckling, a haven so bright, with laughter and cards under candlelight. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold, with kings and queens and a jokester's cheer. This merry old pub will always hold dear. With a glimmering eye, bet their last coin as the moments fly. The jester hums tunes, the wench taps her toes. A world full of mischief where anything goes. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, the stories retold, with kings and queens and a jokester's cheer. This merry old pub will always hold dear. With a glimmering eye, bet their last coin as the moments fly. The jester hums tunes, the wench taps her toes. A world full of mischief where anything goes. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold, with kings and queens and a jokester's cheer. This merry old pub will always hold dear. Pass me the cards and a swig of your brew. Aces to dragons, we're breaking through. The firelight flickers, the stakes run high. This game of the daring neath the darkened sky. The snuggly duckling, where whispers converge, tales of old glories and heroes emerge. The cards hold their secrets, your destiny's fate. A knave could be royal if fortune creates.